Hi everyone, my name is Jtenise. If you would like budgeted beauty and fashion advice, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Today we will be testing out the Maybelline foundation finder online. So what I did was I was scrolling through trying to find a new foundation, and I was having a really hard time finding the right shade because my normal Maybelline foundation shade is 355 coconut, but it's been coming up like a little too dark and just coming off a little gray because I haven't been outside as much as I normally would be. So I was just looking for something new, and I wanted to try out another foundation too. So I was looking on the Maybelline website, and they have this new foundation finder that's kind of updated from the last one they had. And all you have to do is take a picture, and it asks you a couple questions, and then it's supposed to give you your perfect like foundation match. So we're gonna go ahead and do that and see what we get. So the foundation finder recommended this foundation. It's called the Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup Sunscreen. It's supposed to be SPF 50, and it's supposed to be antioxidants enriched and a pollutant protector. It's also supposed to be full coverage, but I don't know. It's looking kind of thin compared to some of their other foundations, but we'll try it out. It says it's supposed to help protect your skin from environmental aggressors. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and prep my skin the normal way that I would, just so there's nothing different, so this foundation gets a fair chance. So what I normally do is I start with this hydro cream, and I just take like a little bit, not too much, because it's kind of, a little goes a long way. And then I'm going to take this other water cream. This one's like a little thicker though. This one's a lot thicker. I'll leave the names of everything I'm using down below. But this one kind of like seals everything in. Okay, and then I am going to use the Tarte base tape. I'm gonna use that right here and like right there. And then I'm going to go in with the First Aid Beauty, and I'm gonna use that in my T-zone because my T-zone gets a little oily. And that kind of helps control all of the oil. I'm gonna go ahead and rub this in first. I have been using all these products together for like 6 months now, and I like the combo. It keeps you moisturized without feeling too oily. These need to go back here. Believe it or not, those were supposed to be curled, but I don't know what happened. I guess the curls just kind of fell and now they're just kind of fluffy. Next, what I am going to do is I'm going to go in with my Becca powder in the shade Golden Bronze, and I'm going to just kind of set my face a bit because it is very humid in the South right now and your foundation will come off. So I just like take that on a large fluffy face brush and just kind of pat it in. Okay, like so. And then I take my BH Cosmetics palette, and then I go into this shade and this shade right here, and I take that and I color correct any of the spots that are kind of popping up. I go over my top lip with it, and that just kind of helps your foundation lay a little smoother. So I do that. And then the next thing we are going to do is we're going to start applying the foundation, because today is not about the eyes, so we're going to do foundation first just to see if I like it. This is what it looks like when you open it. It's got a little, ooh, oh, it's really runny. Okay, I guess we're just going to go ahead and go in. I think that's a decent match. We're gonna start off with that much because I don't know how much this spreads yet. And then I'm going to use my brush because I'm into brushes and not sponges right now. So this smells like sunscreen. Like when you open a fresh tube of sunscreen, this smells exactly like sunscreen. Which kind of worries me because things that have a lot of sunscreen and like a lot of SPF in them tend to give really bad flashback on me. It does not look good, but we're just gonna see. It smells a lot like sunscreen. It's not unpleasant, it just doesn't smell how normal foundation smells. Actually, okay, I have their other foundation sitting here on my desk too. Let's see. See, no, this one has like that weird clay smell because this is the foundation that they added that clay to. That one has like a face mask scent, and then this one smells sunscreen-like. But it blends out really well. I'm thinking this looks a little light on me. I don't know. Let's see if I like it. Because their other foundation, the Maybelline Fit Me with Clay, why are they... Every time I go to record a video, people start like racing outside. But their other foundation, the Maybelline Fit Me in 355 Coconut, like when I first put it on, it looks like an exact match, but then it like oxidizes and it started turning like this kind of grayish dark brown on me, and I don't know what that is, but it just does not look as good as some of the other 355 Coconuts I've gotten. So I don't know if I just need to throw it out or what, but it's just not working the way it used to. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna look at it up close just to see. Looks like a decent match. It doesn't look too oily or anything. It has a very skin-like finish. I'm not mad at it. I like it. So let's go ahead and finish up the rest of my routine and see if it kind of tones itself down. If not, it can just stay here until the winter, I guess. So the next thing I do when I'm done with all of that is I go in with my concealer. This is my Nick K concealer. I love it. It is a super cheap concealer, but it just works so well for me. And it has they have a lot of really great colors to choose from. It's kind of like the LA Pro Conceal. It's kind of like the LA Pro Conceal, but I just feel like it dries down a little better on me. So that's nice. And I don't think we want to do anything too crazy today, so we're not going to use too much. So I like to let that dry down for a couple minutes, and while that's drying down, I like to go in and finish the rest of my foundation, well, like the rest of my base. For contour, I've been using the Ink Long Lasting Cushion Foundation. It is way too dark for me, and Avon did not have a lot of shades to choose from, so yeah. That's how picking foundation out online went for me the last time I did it. It was not pleasant, and I ended up looking just a tad bit crazy. If you want to watch that video, I think it's probably still up. It's probably still going to be up because it just was really bizarre how that foundation turned out. But I think it's like a really good formula because when I use it to contour, it goes over pretty well. And it always has blended in with my other makeup. It just was not a good foundation for me, which is unfortunate because a lot of people really wanted to purchase it, and there weren't a lot of deeper skin tone shades, so that's kind of sad. And I don't know why, but I started using a fan brush to do my contour, and it's just been coming out smoother. If you go to my Instagram, it will be linked in the description box below, but you are able to see plenty of looks, and it just blends out super duper well. I need to grab my bronzer and I'll be right back. I'm going in with the Pure Cosmetics bronzer in the color Inventor. And I just have this giant fluffy brush, and what I like to do is I just like to go all the way around the face and just warm it up. And that just kind of adds another layer after the contour. It warms your face back up because contour kind of cools it down. So after your concealer has set for around 5 minutes, mine has been setting for much longer than that because I could not find that bronzer, you go in and blend it out. I'm using this fluffier concealer brush because I just like how that one blends opposed to like a completely flat concealer brush. I think that one's better for brows if you really want to carve your brows. So just make sure you blend everything in. Okay, so now that we are done with that, I'm gonna go in and set my concealer with this banana powder. I really like this one. It's super finely milled, and I like to do one press right there. And then I like to go in and press it in really well. And just make sure you smooth everything out. It just gives you a really nice finish. And this one doesn't have flashback because I've used some powders that have really, really bad flashback, and it's not a good look. Okay, and then what I do is I take some more on the brush and then I set underneath the contour. So what I do is I go right underneath, like right here, and I set that. Since we're not going for too dramatic of a look, like sometimes I set it really, I guess really hard, and it gives you like a really distinct look, and you can really see like the cheekbone lifted. Okay, so we let that set for a little bit. And while that is setting, I am going to go in and do my eyes and everything off camera, and then I'll be right back and tell you my final thoughts on the foundation. Okay, so this is a finished look. I'm actually pretty happy with it. The foundation's been on for a while now, and the only thing I've noticed with it is it starts separating a lot right in here, right near my mouth, and I set it the way I normally do with my regular foundation, so I guess I would just have to set this area a little more if I wanted to wear this foundation. Also, I don't know, it just, in person, it looks a little light. It's a little lighter than I would probably go, so I don't know if I'll be using this foundation right now, but I'll probably use it later on in the winter when my 355 shade from Maybelline is too dark. But I could probably mix it with another foundation to fix it. Like, right now it doesn't look too bad, but in person I just feel like it's a little too light for right now. But this is the eye look. If you would like to see the eye look and how I created it, it will be posted on my Instagram on Monday. So go ahead and click my link in the description box below to see that. Thank you all so much for watching. If you would like more budgeted beauty and fashion advice, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you hit the notification bell to be notified when I post. If you'd like to keep up with me when I'm not on YouTube, go ahead and click my Instagram. The link will be in the description box below. And I post there more frequently, and I try to post every day there and do interactive polls on my stories. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week and have a wonderful weekend. Bye!